Number 3, Slade Stakes. Number 7, Kane Gibbs. Number 9, Hiroshi Murazawa. 13, Jacob Maloney. 14, Henry Brophy. Number 15, Enchiala. Coach is Aaron Felt.
Craig, you be able to shoot me the Rochedale team, please? Yeah, I've already got ours. Yeah, please, yeah, whatever you like, yeah, that'd be great. Thanks, mate.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make the teams welcome onto the park. This is round one in the Kappa Pro Series between Peninsula Power and the Rochedale Rovers.
Season 2026 has arrived and it gets underway tonight with the opening round of the Kappa Pro Series. A very good evening, everyone. James Coughlin back behind the mic once more. We've got a lot of good football on the cards between now and September. Our feature match tonight comes to you from AJ Kelly Park with a pair of NPL teams facing off in round one of the Kappa Pro Series. It's Rochedale Rovers, fresh off their promotion to the top division, travelling north to take on NPL finals mainstays Peninsula Powers. Both clubs will be keen to get their campaigns off to a good start tonight as we see a handful of returning players and some fresh faces. Let's see who is lining up where. Let's start with Peninsula Power. The goalkeeper, Jordan Thurtell. Number 2, Reese Gray. Number 5, Josh Phelps. Number 6, Michael McGowan. 8, Josh Woolley. 10, Nia Joseph. 12, Matt Mundy. 18, Reese Messina. 21, Ethan Kovac. 22, Solomon Valdemarian. And 24, Connor McKenzie. Veteran McGowan is back for another campaign and he anchors a 3-man defence. More experience in midfield with Woolley and Mundy anchoring. And a big year coming for Reese Messina as he gets a start tonight. And no need to say too much about number 10, Nia Joseph up top. The prolific goal scorer is back for another year in power colours. Meanwhile, for Rochedale, the biggest change for them is on the bench, with Dr. Dan Varm departing after one season in charge to focus on his doctoring duties. Scott McNichol returns to the role he filled for the second half of 2023. And this is a team he is rolling out tonight, starting with the goalkeeper, Nick Cowley, number 2, Lucan LaRosa, 3, Dom Horwood, 4, Liam MacArthur, 7, Mitch Roberts, 8, Harry Talbot, 11, Oberon Kmajic, 14, Josh Moreland, 18, Ollie Dern, 19, Uru Nagata, and 20, Owen Ashton. On debut for Penn Power. Here's one we've got an eye on tonight, which will be a strong Rochedale midfield. Our referee for tonight's game is Brenton Learopoulos. And we are all ready for kickoff for season 2026, starting with the Kappa Pro Series. Power in blue, Rochedale in yellow and green, and we are underway. Here we go, round 1 Kappa Pro Series, and it's Penn Power launching it along with the early touch finder, and that is seen over the sideline, or the byline actually, as it is a goal kick for Nick Cowley. Oh, there we go, 20 seconds in, and it is the first stoppage of the match. These two sides with high hopes for 2026. Face off on a busy night of Kappa Pro Series action. This is action from Pool B, which also consists of Magic United and East, who play at 4 p.m. tomorrow. We have quite a handful of games taking place tonight. We'll try our best to keep you updated with those as the evening rolls on. Certainly seems like it is up and about tonight. The long throw in for Veldemariam. Even here goes Joseph looking to turn, provided they've got numbers out there for Kovac with the strike cleared off the line. Desperate defending from Rochedale as Kovac almost opened the scoring inside 90 seconds. And Rochedale survive an early scare, courtesy of Power working that overlap down the left side. Rochedale looking to break themselves. It's worked centrally, and pinball action on the edge of the box, and it goes back to the returning Jordan Thurtell. Started 34 of 35 games for Penn Power in 2025, keeping 10 clean sheets in the process. Reece Gray, one of the NPL All-Stars, and a crunching tackle in midfield. It's made by Joseph, and he's making a run through the middle as Kovac. It's over Woolley for Gray, and Rochedale setting up a very narrow shape as Gray overhit that pass. Chances at both ends for both sides in the opening 3 minutes of this match. Forward. Station on the left, he'll look to link up with Josh Moreland. Pressing high, but Mundy there to rescue it for the home side. Power is able to evade the pressure, get it to Veldemariam. It's that sizable frame to hold off his marker, Solomon Veldemariam. Chance for Power to reset at the back. And in 2025 for Penn Power, it was yet another NPL Finals appearance, third place finish, finishing on 39 points with 11 wins and 6 draws in their 22 matches. A 3-0 defeat in the semi at the hands of the eventual champions Lions. In this competition, they dominated their pool, winning all 5 matches before losing the quarterfinal 3-1 to Strikers here at AJ Kelly Park. Australia Cup qualified for the national round of 32, losing to Western Sydney Wanderers. Made a semi-final run in the Queensland Cup. Overall, another strong season for Penn Power, although this year they would love to add another trophy to the cabinet to go with the existing silverware from the PL and FQPL era. Semi-final round has been their bugbear so far, as Veldemariam is in for Joseph. He's watched closely and could open up some more space for Kovac as he tries to fashion some space against MacArthur. Obviously, MacArthur would fondly remember that Lions Penn Power semi-final as he was on the victorious side. Spent 2025 splitting his time between Caboolture and Lions. MacArthur is now back with Rochedale. The side that got promoted to Appeal in 2022. Here goes the corner routine looking for Woolley at the top of the box as he scuffed a shot, but it could break for Joseph. Takes a deflection out to Woolley. Kovac hits it first time and to a touch on the way through into the hands of Cowley. Rush of blood in midfield from Rochedale. Will send that one over the sideline, and Phelps will saunter over to take the throw in. Phelps met 28 appearances for Power in all comps last season. Forward. Commanding header. Down by Veldemariam as he's got the nod to link up with Naya Joseph first up, although the new signing Hiroshi Miyazawa, the karaoke king, might be set to feature in that equation as the season goes along as well. Veldemariam is fouled. And that could open up a chance for the lethal left foot of Josh Woolley to whip one in. He's joined by Kovac, who'll run away and give a short option. And they go on the break. Roberts on his bike. He is tripped up in back play by Woolley, trying to play the pass through for Klajic. No call from Stiliaropoulos. Chance for Power, breaking down that left again with Veldemariam. Low driven ball into the box, and Rochedale again forced to clear their line. Now Talbot. From one end to the other, but no way through Mundy. Back there is called play on, or not too many protests from Power on that occasion, and it could break now for Talbot as he's watched closely by hard-nosed duo of Woolley and Mundy, and there's Mundy lashing out. I beg your pardon, it was Woolley. Apologies to Matt Mundy as generosity from the officials will there. I don't think that was an overly hard shove either way. Oh, some laughs on the Power bench about it. Gray on the afterburners into the box, controlled by Veldemariam, gets a shot away, and save made by Cowley. Cleaned up, rolling away, and that is going to be a yellow card shown to MacArthur. As he comes off away from the scene of the crime. High boot there, and there you go, first yellow card coming 11 and a half minutes in. A report coming from the assistant referee on the far side. What is the decision here? Just getting another talking to. I don't know if he might have been told that could have been. As Gray goes on the outside of the boot. Delivery is threatening, but no one got on the end of it. And I can just confirm there is a jersey update from the official team list. Owen Ashton was 20, but he's actually the one wearing number 6 out on the pitch. So the English signing for Rochedale, high hopes for him, the former West Brom youth player. And now it's out for Gray again. He is watched very closely by Horwood. Heavy challenge. Well, these guys aren't holding back in the early part of the season. Reece Gray, one of the Iron Men of this side for Penn Power. 33 appearances last year, 2 goals. That's to be one of the key players for Phil again this season. Kovac, he's been busy early on as he skips around the sliding challenge attempt from MacArthur, who has to be very careful lunging in. He's already on a yellow card. Goes for a throw-in. So a quarter of an hour gone here in round 1 of the 2026 Kappa Pro Series. Power and Rochedale still scoreless. Power with the weight of chances early on. In fact, Kovac had a shot cleared off the line inside 90 seconds. If you are just joining us, James Coughlin bringing all the action on FQTV in one of our feature matches for this Friday night. Brought down and pocket is picked by Phelps, and he made the run forward and will retreat back because his teammates are storming forward in numbers, trying to provide an option for Kovac. Instead, he has his pocket picked, and Roberts trying to find a way around Mackenzie to no avail. Turf Monster catching out on that occasion, but they're able to retain possession. Play out Gray first to it, but he's out on the second attempt to La Rosa. Dan Varma last year had nothing but the highest of praise for his number 2, the young defender who made 7 first-team appearances, 4 of which came in the Kappa Pro Series. It's catching the eye of overseas clubs. To get the return pass from Messina, and he is cleaned out by Dern, and that is going to be another Rochedale player in the notebook, and the captain for the night, Ollie Dern, will go into for this challenge, which, oh, in his defence, going for the ball just very, very late. It out for Woolley. He'll look to switch the play out to that far side again. Those wing backs so heavily involved in the build-up. Kovac has shot pinballs of him and MacArthur, and MacArthur take the points from that round. Nickel holding the ball up for Matt Mundy. Nickel took over from Ross Davidson in their maiden NPL campaign in 2023. After Davidson's departure, amassed a record of 10 wins, 3 draws and 5 defeats in all competitions. 8-3-5 in the NPL as he helps steer Rochedale to a 6th place finish. Ashton to escape the attentions of Eldamarin, gets it out to La Rosa. Moreland, no way through Woolley on that occasion, and Josh Woolley has been everywhere so far for Power tonight. Strong collision in the centre circle as Talbot has a fair argument there as he and Kovac collided. That's what the replay has to tell us. Heavy coming together, and Kovac just won the race for the ball. Just on the Rochedale side of halfway. Woolley takes the free kick short for Kovac, who is back up on his feet and gets the ball in acres of space. Can he find the right delivery over the top? He can only find La Rosa, who's almost there to tee up Joseph, and some desperation keeping from Cowley. Keep the Scotsman at bay. For Rochedale. They were in the FQPL and they were involved in that epic title race that went beyond the final day of the season and into the catch-up matches. Able to get the job done in their match against Logan. Kojic will be hoping to get the job done here as he tees up La Rosa for the cross, who is really able to play it off the veteran McGowan for a Rochedale corner. So Rochedale finished second in the end, earning promotion on goal difference ahead of Brisbane Strikers, losing the premiership on goal difference. Convincingly counted for Broadbeach in the semi-final, who also lost out on promotion on goal difference. And then lost at grand final 2-1 to Magic. It's the Kappa Pro Series last year where they really announced themselves with their into the knockout stages. Won their pool and lost the quarterfinal to Morton City, a hard-fought 1-0 clash, and then they made it to round 7 of the Queensland Cup. They were outclassed by Gold Coast Knights. Beautiful ball in, and down he goes in the box. Oh, it is claiming a penalty here. Let's see what the replay tells us, and not sure how much of the jersey Gray had, but the appeal certainly seemed justified off that. However, the person whose opinion really matters for those decisions, no penalty, goal kick, and play on. Rochedale keep that in, they can, and they'll earn the free kick after Woolley pulls down Dern. So Moreland will discuss free kick strategy before Moreland decides he'll take it. For just one in the wall. Loft the ball to the back post, and commanding as ever, Thurtell claims that in the box. Some of the other matches in play this evening. We've got the Raw B team, the newly named Brisbane Raw B. don't know the number of different names they've had, but that's their moniker for 2026. They are hosting North Star. Brisbane Strikers and Gold Coast United. Pool A matches as Gray rifles that into the side netting. These two matches from Pool A, and then it's Penn Power Rochedale, which we are watching on FQTV. Pool C sees Holland Park and Logan. The two Pool D fixtures tonight, Moreton City and Caboolture, and Capalaba Brisbane City. And then in Pool E we have Olympic Gold Coast Knights and Redlands Robina. And the final match tonight is Ipswich FC hosting Lions. All those matches were 7:30 p.m. local time kickoffs. And then tomorrow we have in Pool C Magic United East at 4 p.m. and then Broadbeach against Sunshine Coast Wanderers at 6. The remaining two opponents in this updated format for the men's Kappa Pro Series. 6 pools of 4 teams, as opposed to the 4 of 6. And we'll have the first 3 rounds plus the quarterfinals taking place before the NPL season proper begins. 4 weeks' time from tonight, actually. The NPL kicks off then. Shaping up to be another hotly contested season. With the time that the sideline was telling him he had, Nagata back to Cowley, and Joseph looking to close him down. Marissa goes up the line. Clever back heel to pick out Moreland, and the pass was just off target. Collected by Mundy, who is comfortable deputising at centre back as McGowan makes his way back. Kickstart an attack. It's headed in for Valdemarium, and Rosa strong in the challenge, beating Messina to the ball. Sliding in is Mundy, and Power winning this midfield battle right now, courtesy of their 2 veterans, Josh Woolley and Mundy. Nagata under pressure is able to find LaRosa, but Gray is right there on him. Taking the deflection off Reese Gray. There might be a few travelling Rochedale fans who have made the trek through the Friday evening traffic. Here's a call, turns inside. Options. Also time to measure this pass, and quite accurately measured, and Kovac is having a go at Ollie Dern in back play, is just remonstrating with the referee. Feels like he was blocked. That's impeded by Ollie Dern. a shaky start. Luke and La Rosa has settled in well for this battle with Gray. Cena finding Woolley. It's just too far in front of Eldamariam, but he hasn't given up the cause. Eldamariam, and the pass was optimistically hoping to find Joseph, to no avail. And Roberts gives it away under pressure from McKenzie. From Rochedale wins the ball back, and such a play out for Moreland. One-on-one with Phelps. Josh Moreland. It's a sea of blue in front of him, and he's there to tee up the shot from Talbot. And it was rolling wide, but close from Harry Talbot. Good work from Moreland in the build-up. Gets it away. To exploit the space that Kovac has found. He almost left the ball behind, but he's able to get it back. Kovac. Like those quick passes, Messina and Kovac, but Rochedale hold firm, and Kovac is able to escape the attention of McKenzie, but permanently as McKenzie got his own back. Semi-flash points early on in this contest. In a rivalry that in the NPL, FQPL era has been dominated by Penn Power. 7 wins and 1 draw from 8 meetings. Score of 20-5 in favour of Penn Power. Also helped by a couple of big wins when they were in the 2018 FQPL competition together. Power dominated the competition. One time around now, space for Gray. Will he take the shot on himself across the face of goal, and almost the opener for the season from Reece Gray. Find himself in that position plenty of times this season by the looks of it. Plenty of forward runs from his fullback spot for the NPL All-Stars at the end of last year as well. Again on the break, and Kovac, love to see his GPS stats through the opening half hour. He's covered plenty of kilometres. Through it goes for Messina. Can he find a way around Horwood? And he found the space because he had strayed offside. Quickly by Cowley, out for La Rosa. Just to hold it up and wait for support, which has come in the form of Ashton. He'll take the shot on from range, and in the unlikeliest of circumstances, Rochedale strike first with a deflected strike from Owen Ashton. Welcome to Rochedale. It was an unfortunate deflection off McGowan. And there is the opening goal of the 2026 Kappa Pro Series for these sides, and it comes from the English import. Pen Power surely not too discouraged after that concession, as you've heard, they've had all the ball, or at least a large percentage of possession and weight of chances as well. Courtesy of an effective counter-attack from Rochedale. They now find themselves trailing, and so what comes next is forward for Roberts. Roadrunner is Rosa has come forward, and beautiful ball into the box. It could be on for a second opportunity were it not for the offside decision against Klajic. Another new signing for Rovers. Klajic, who spent the Australian Championship with Wollongong. And both he and his brother Novak, if memory serves, were at least on the squad list, if not team sheets for Power for a while. Under 10 minutes of normal time in the first half remaining. Is this an opportunity for Power to strike back? Mariam got past LaRosa, gets into the box for Joseph. Heavy touch for Kovac. Cut back onto his right boot. Find an option for Gray, who stood on the ball and lost out. Now clipped ahead by Talbot, and too far ahead of his intended target, Roberts. Right, offering support for Gray. Suitable options presenting themselves ahead of him. And over to McKenzie, who will ask a little bit too much of his attackers to try and get on the end of that. And Cowley will take his time and pick the ball up. Rochedale have evolved their squad after a successful 2025. Plenty of potential, but Mariam goes close after that set up from Kovac. Kovac is through plenty of work against MacArthur. Ashton, at least for now, has the goal credited to his name. Play it forward. Morland unable to control that, and Phelps goes down. And LaRosa protest that one. Let's see if we can squeeze in a replay. So it's going. Isn't too much to argue from that one. As it stands, Rochedale will be largely happy with where things stand. 5 minutes to go in the first half. And holding a 1-0 lead courtesy of that counter-attack about 6 minutes ago. Can they find a way through it again? First of all, they've got to try and repel this attack from Penn Power as Valdemariam has made the run ahead. 1.5 minutes to go till the 45th minute. Joseph on the edge of the 18-yard box. No way through. They are watching him like a hawk, and no surprise after his 31-goal season last year, Nia Joseph. It's like Rochedale are challenging the rest of the Penn Power attackers to try and beat them. They are not letting the number 10 cause too much havoc tonight. Joseph is dropping deep to inside the attack, and he's found an option with Kovac. Down he goes under pressure, and the referee is unmoved. Ashton teeing up Klajic. McGowan for the offside flag, has not come so far. Klajic to the top of the box and tracking back very well was Power players. It's going to be a free kick after the challenge. It might have been a final warning in that instance. Gray air swing, and Nagata pounced on that. These guys would have been through plenty of fitness testing in pre-season. Like competitive matches so much. Oh, loose pass at the back, and he makes a rare mistake, Joseph, and on the follow-up, it's cleared off the line again. Desperation defending from Rochedale denies Penn Power a sure equaliser. For all money, you would have backed Joseph to score not once but twice. And the score remains 1-0 to the visitors. That is 2 shots now they've cleared off the line in this first half, Rochedale. And we can hear what the assistant referees in Power colours feel about that one. It's live to me, like it came off the chest of the defender. Can't bring that under control now. Could break for Woolley. He's got support on the outside in the form of Kovac, and that one can't be kept out. Kovac put everything into the strike, and there was no save that could be made by Cowley. He got his hands to it, and it still rolled over the line. Patient play in the build-up from Woolley, and just too much power from the left wing back. So after knocking on the door for 43.5 minutes, Power finally kick it down. Kovac has his 4th goal for Power. Ashton. The loose ball, teeing up Klajic, looking for the return pass. Can he get there ahead of Thurtell? And the shot stopper says no on that occasion. Ashton is now gone down just next to the goal. We'll monitor that. For now, Valdemariam holding it up as he has done quite effectively for the first half. And Gray, I don't know if he realised that Valdemariam was down, but there's no player in blue making the run, and with 30 seconds to go, that will be played over the sideline by Nagata and will allow old Ashton to get some treatment. As he is down in the 6-yard box. He's got an impressive resume, Ashton, and as we saw, an impressive shot. He's grasping that right leg. Going to speculate beyond that. Hopefully it's nothing too severe, as he's joined from Northcote in the VPL 1 division. So had some time at Heidelberg. With the halftime break beckoning, Neropoulos will tell him to exit the field of play, get his treatment. And he will make his way to the change rooms for an early break. Time potentially for a substitution if Scott McNichol wants to make one, but there will only be a couple of seconds to see out. Murray will take the throw in. And we are back underway. For how long? That is at the discretion of the officials. 2-minute break. Cowley will launch that high into the night sky, and I see length of the pitch at AJ Kelly Park. And leave the throne for La Rosa. Ashton, after all that, is actually back on the pitch. Eye on how he's moving, but he'll have about 15 minutes to sort out whatever is ailing him. Do we have any late drama to come as Klajic holds it in the corner against Gray and Messina, and that will wrap up an end-to-end first half here in round 1 of the 2026 Kappa Pro Series. When Ashton in the 34th minute opened the scoring for Rochedale, before Ethan Kovac finally got the breakthrough power had been trying so hard for. 90 seconds before halftime. We're going to step away for a few minutes and then be back with the second half after these messages.
Excellence. Is it measured in likes, bottom lines, or the impact we make around us? The things we build, the students we inspire, the care we give.
Baby girl.
At CQ University, we recognise all kinds of excellence. We combine contemporary courses with more choices and real support to empower you to create the success that means more to you. Be with CQU.
Felton Industries is proud to be the official shelter and grandstands partner of Football Queensland. Felton offers a range of premium aluminium grandstands, from elite portable spectator seating to soccer team shelters for players and coaches. Give your fans the best view of the game with Felton's comfortable spectator seating. With sun-safe shelters or powder-coated in your team colours. Whatever your club needs, Felton has a high-quality, low-maintenance seating option to suit. We are the pioneers in Australian-made grandstands and team shelters. Contact Felton today on 1800 834 016 or visit felton.net.au.
Extraordinary!
It is time for the second half of the 2026 Kappa Pro Series. Coming your way from AJ Kelly Park this evening with Peninsula Power locked up with Rochedale Rovers. 1 goal apiece. Owen Ashton, the scorer for Rochedale. And Ethan Kovac for Penn Power. Power will be questioning how they are not in front at this point, as they had a couple of shots cleared off the line throughout the first half, and Rochedale will be hoping for a couple more chances. However, we do have a halftime change, and it is a Rochedale debut for new signing DeAndre Vollenhoven, wearing number 10, and a quick scan of the players at half-time would suggest that he has replaced the goal scorer on Ashton, who did pick up a right leg injury in the closing minutes of the first half. And we are ready for the second stanza here on the Peninsula. James Collin bringing all the action on FQTV is back for another campaign. Here is Vollenhoven. With La Rosa, exchanging passes with Talbot. MacArthur. For Klajic, and Roberts has hit the accelerator down that right flank, and what about the pass? Instead he'll try and work his way around McGowan, but no way through the veteran defender on that occasion, as Michael McGowan so experienced and exactly where he needed to be to block that cross from the flyer Mitch Roberts. And a lofted ball towards the back post as Kappa had wound up on the ground. To Talbot, who collides with his opposite number 8, Woolley, and Talbot so left standing after that challenge. Kovac, goal scorer, couldn't find a way through and flung Roberts to the ground, and then took the shot on anyway. It's all smiles between those two. Kovac responsible for a couple of highlights and a couple of flashpoints in the first half. He's talking to from our referee Brenton Learopoulos, who was assisted tonight by Jackson Davis and Aidan Connor. Made the run ahead of Vollenhoven. And checks his run to play in the support. Also battling, but Power winning out through sheer weight of numbers. Free kick for Rochedale after La Rosa was pulled down. Let's see on the right of the screen, the Penn Power coaching staff who were leading the Queensland All-Stars for the last couple of years. No surprise with the highly experienced Aaron Philp leading the way, but through on that occasion for Rochedale. So since Power entered FQPL in 2018, Aaron Philp has been in charge for 212 games before tonight. He has a remarkable 152 wins, 21 draws and 39 defeats. Aside from this brief spell where it was Rick Coughlin taking the reins for around about a year. Philp has been a mainstay on the Power bench. And even more remarkably, he's taken charge of Power for the 2024 and 25 Kappa Pro Series tournaments. He has not lost a pool match in that time. 9 wins and 1 draw. Surging through the midfield, but run is cut out with the sliding tackle by McGowan. Really trying to find a way around Roberts. Really not too impressed with the efforts of Kovac on that occasion. Involved for Penn Power tonight. Two of the new signings. The two Dans, Leck and Driver. The trio who have made the move from Olympic. Miyazawa is on the bench. Will surely be introduced before too long. And the other first team absence is Kyan Bryant, who's come back from the broken leg, but will feature later in the season. Looking at it on paper, it is one of the deepest squads in the NPL competition, Penn Power. Expectations are very, very high in AJ Kelly Park. Space from Kovac as he tries to find a way around MacArthur and forced what may go down as a save by Cowley. Really hurling ball to the edge of the 6-yard box. No way through on that occasion, and MacArthur will play it through the legs of Woolley and out for a throw-in. Almost 10 minutes gone in the first half. No change to the score lines. One of 9 games in the men's Kappa Pro Series for 2026. Taking place tonight. Kovac launching the throw-in as McGowan happy to see that one out of play. Kajic offering a threat in name only, really. Mariam in space as he was able to get on the end of that loose ball, and punching challenge made by the back-tracking Harry Talbot. Games, 8 goals for Talbot last year. Former Raw youth captain. Vollenhoven to Klajic as he's able to control it, keep it moving to the left. La Rosa, the pitching wedge, but get under the ball enough. Splits the difference between two of his wide men and goes for the throw-in as Mackenzie will wait. We have a substitution taking place for somebody. Kane Gibbs coming on for Penn Power. Yeah, Zara, I think, might be on as well. So there is Kane Gibbs. Niazawa both on, so those are the two additions for Power. So looking for former Olympic striker. Free kick for Rochedale. They will unable to make any problems for Penn Power with. Starts with the throw-in. Out to the trio of blue jerseys around him. Woolley. So he's getting frustrated with Kovac as the ball goes over the top. Looks like it was Messina and Veldemariam withdrawn. Takes a strike from range, forces a save, and there's no denying Nia Joseph on the follow-up. 2-1 just before the hour mark in favour of Penn Power, and it's one of the easier finishes Nia Joseph has had, and he makes no mistake. He is off the mark for 2026. Niazawa hopefully get credit for the assist as it was his strike that forced the save from Cowley. Break through the power needed, and Zara, I think, is going to pick up a yellow card for that challenge. And Zara quick to apologise. A couple of the other challenges early on. Another change coming up for Rochedale. Nickel goes to his bench. Josh Dudley comes on in jersey number 15. And a bit of width as Agatha play himself out of danger. Now, after happy to sit back and absorb the pressure, Rochedale might have to themselves on the front foot a bit more. Miyazawa out for Kovac. Does he fancy himself for a double? As that shot goes flying over from Kovac, but it's a warning sign that Power are finally settling into their groove. Kovac just had all sorts of space. Joseph fancies his chances from range, but no clean contact on that one. And Dern is down. Looks like the cramps might be settling in on this muggy evening. Talbot goes down under pressure, and Vollenhoven is also down. They're dropping like flies in yellow and green right now. By Roberts. A brief respite as Woolley gets the ball back, and Joseph can't bring that one under control. And now we will have the stoppage for the injured player. A word for Mundy is Talbot, who is now down. He's getting that left arm worked on. Talbot just working out that arm, shoulder area. Vollenhoven to Klajic from the edge of the box. Will try to get under it, and goes over the head of Roberts. For Dudley, and Dudley does enough. Tries to find a way through three players, and he does enough to win the free kick as Woolley, it's another frustrated figure after amazing run to give away the free kick. Light tug on the jersey, and Vollenhoven with the left foot, Morland with the right. This definitely is the range that would favour DeAndre Vollenhoven. Up he steps, makes a strike and it's straight into the wall. Nowhere near enough air on that one. Morland gets it back for Vollenhoven, and he is fouled by Gray. Despite the protestations from the crowd, not a whole lot we can really argue about that. It was a clever bit of footwork from the substitute. And yeah, that was just too quick for Reece Gray on that occasion. Vollenhoven back up on his feet to take the free kick. He goes straight for goal, and after briefly looking like he might have been a bit off balance, it's Thurtell to grasp that before it can find its way in. And that's Power from one end of the pitch to the other, and Gray owns his side the throw-in via the deflection. Relaxed set of figures on the Penn Power bench right now. So they should with 23 minutes of normal time remaining. They're going to be firmly in control of this contest. Rochedale trying to find their way through. Roberts is cleaned out by Woolley, legally so. A bit breeder, but I think his reaction to McKenzie might have been, you can't blame a guy for trying. Goes Kovac. Right boot back towards the post, and Joseph couldn't direct that one goalwards, and I think that might have left a mark on Joseph and one of his teammates. So they're both going for that lofted cross. As Gray actually got the best tackle on Joseph we've seen all night. We'll have to find out if there was anything similar in training. See players make their way back on. Roberts will have a discussion with someone off camera. Cowley gets us back underway. 20 minutes will be a test of pre-season conditioning, all those runs. Al gets to Kovac, who was in behind Dudley, but Dudley acted very well. And something happened off the ball on that occasion, but Talbot is continuing his run, goes through McGowan. Now, with 21 minutes to go, this could potentially get a little bit heated. Rochedale will feel like they good chance of getting something from this trip up to AJ Kelly Park. Rosa, it's about the throw in, shifts over to the power side of halfway. Power just too big, too strong. Gray gets the ball, thumps it long, and it was too tall for its intended target. Kelly will pick it up, roll it out. These two sides will meet in rounds 6 and 14 of the 2026 NPL Queensland season. Round 6, 29th of March, and it's a foul in the centre circle as Woolly's quick to apologise and debate the call and make sure that he is not going to pick up a yellow card. Possession is wasted by the visitors. Just confirming that these sides playing again in round 6 here at AJ Kelly Park on the 29th of March. Round 14 on the 6th of June at Underwood Park. And because this is football in Queensland, that probably should come with the weather permitting caveat. Watchful eye of Queensland's kitman. The throw-in is taken. Rochedale throwing right in front of their bench as quickly as Morland is going to find a way through on that occasion. Ollie Dern coming off. And it will be Will Horworth coming on in 23. And Reverend Klajic is replaced by number 16, Boston Webber. Players already on a yellow card, so protective work as that is fired across the face of goal from Vollenhoven. Feels like it might be the best open play chance of the second half from Rochedale as Warren looked to tee him up, and it was way too tall for any of the attackers to get on the end of. Coming from a football family, his brother's Kappa, one of the long-standing volunteers, the Brisbane Roar A-League matches, men and women. Miyazawa. The turn. Kenzie has made a run forward to tee something up, and Rochedale get the ball back in midfield. Advantage played, and McGowan saw what was coming and put himself in the right place yet again. But it's defending time for Power as Roberts tries to go through Woolley, and I think Roberts would have lost the benefit of the doubt from the referee right now. There's Gibbs to Joseph. Now finding themselves playing against Penn Power and the clock. They have 15 and a half minutes to find an equaliser. As first things first, they need to get the ball back off Penn Power. The home side looking very comfortable in possession. Zawa for Gray, curling ball and not enough curl on it. This goes into the fence behind Cowley's goal. And more changes coming up, this time for Power. Andrew Ale coming on, the breakout stars of NPL 2026, as he replaces Matt Mundy. Making 23 appearances for Penn Power last season. Such is the trust that the coaching staff have in him. Started some of the big games, including the Pro Series quarterfinal. While still a teenager, through the Strikers Academy. Before making the move up here and just spending a lot of time last season at left back. Playing in central midfield tonight, replacing Mundy in a like-for-like swap, and with all due respect to Matt Mundy, there's a youthful exuberance that Ale brings to the Power midfield. Mundy might have had in his Brisbane Raw days. Touch inside, Ale gets it back now. There's Zawa inside and Power. And their passing is so crisp. Kovac gets it to Joseph. He finds the angle for the shot, he can. And it's spilled by Cowley, although he's able to dive on it before Miyazawa can pounce. And that is going to earn Kovac a yellow card. Again, I'm not too sure how much he can really protest that one. It was not as clear cut as you'll see. So 2 power plays in the referee's notebook. Has a goal and a yellow card to his name now. Nagato gets it to the midfield. Hoven gets the cross in, and it found the head of Weber, but didn't do a whole lot with it. Left foot of DeAndre Vollenhoven. That looks like it could provide a few highlights throughout the 2026 campaign. Coming up tomorrow in the Kappa Pro Series, we have Magic United and East at 4 p.m. down the coast. Also have Broadbeach hosting Sunshine Coast Wanderers at 6 p.m. And then the final round 1 match for the Kappa Pro Series will be Wolves against St George Willawong, 7:30 p.m. on Tuesday night. As Wolves are wrapping up their tour of New Zealand. A couple of friendlies against Christchurch United. blue in front of him as he tries to work his way through, and he got into the box but left the ball behind. Football just wasn't cooperating on that occasion. Side rule pass through, trying to pick out Weber, but always alert to the danger. Kovac is going down injured after that challenge. They tug on the jersey of Weber. Great, strong on that occasion for Vollenhoven. Gives it straight back to Talbot. Horworth. Now Roberts, can he have some joy down that right flank? And it's going to be a throw-in for Rochedale. Still a factor here as Roberts skips past one challenge, gets to the edge of the 18-yard box and drives it into the box. Horworth, no luck controlling that one. It was on him a bit quicker than he might have been expecting. Kovac back on his feet. Hello. Goes under the legs of his defender and still in possession. And a stoppage play is there's some tired bodies out on the pitch. Woolley is down in the centre, the AJ Kelly Park surface. And I can see a player out there for Rochedale, but you can see a very full deck above the fans there who have travelled up from Underwood Park to Rochedale.
Get back on, Josh, crack one in, son. Don't hurt yourself.
The deck is always a popular place at Penn Power home games. You can see coming on in jersey number 22 is Jardel Bob. He was on the bench 5 times last season, but didn't play in a match. Great. He's dispossessed. Throw in as Gray holds it up for Joseph to get back on his feet. Goes long again, targeting Kovac. Rochedale's ball. Kovac will burn a few extra seconds as he argues that decision. Break now for Rochedale with Bob trying to work his way around McGowan. Overcomes Ale in support, and it's off the Penn Power youngster for the throw-in. The whistle is gone. Woolley is latest player to exit. Let's see, Daniel Latinovic and number 3 Slade Stokes. To help shore up things. Defensive changes from Aaron Philp. Should be the last changes for the evening with 3.5 minutes of normal time remaining, although we have another 3 or 4 minutes on top of that to play. A little bit longer. We have had a few stoppages in this second half. Round 1 of the 2026 Kappa Pro Series on FQTV. James Coughlin bringing all the action as competitive fixtures for the new year get underway. It felt like 2025 had only just come to an end. Passing the box was unable to be controlled. Thurtell says let's not play this one short. Getting down the other end of the pitch. Challenges still flying in. Gets it back for Rochedale. Allworth battling in midfield as Rochedale starting to up the ante. Let that one stay in, it did, as Thurtell was a long way off his line to just play it safe in case the offside flag didn't go up. However, on that occasion, it did. Joseph's strike in the 59th minute. It separates these two sides as Joseph and Nagata together in back play. Rochedale, do they want to stop for their fellow teammate or do they opt to play on? Dudley considers his options and push it long, although that's not quite what we've been hoping for. They do get the ball back. Vollenhoven, so that left boot again, trying to find Rochedale Bob, and McGowan puts a tired boot through it. Touch there off Stokes. Power throw in as we approach the 90th minute. Now, how much time will be added on is at the discretion of Learopoulos. Getting some running repairs from the bench as Vollenhoven was going to launch that long throw in, and it's met by McGowan. Anywhere will do. As Power clear their lines as they look to preserve this lead. Comfortable 3 points to start the season in the Kappa Pro Series. And it waited too long did Vollenhoven, and Martinovic holds it off. Nagata play 8 games for Penn Power in 2022. He's perhaps a little bit familiar with these surrounds here at AJ Kelly Park. Send it long, but it's met on the bounce by Moreland, and Webber also battling for the ball, and Power will now give Joseph something to chase. Cowley first to it though, and pressure from Joseph. We'll earn a throw in for the home side. A free kick, which is what the assistant was signaling, and Nagata tells everyone, go long. His teammates oblige. One of the Rochedale players wound up on the ground, I think before that one was even struck. And Joseph, has he stayed on side? Nia Joseph to seal it. Tracking back was Nagata taking the ball away. 2.5 minutes of stoppage time played. There's still a Rochedale player down in back play on the Power side of halfway. His teammates, I think, are happy to play on as well. And Miyazawa play it over the sideline to allow Physio to enter the field of play, as it's a heavy collision by the looks of it that certainly left its mark on MacArthur. Best guess anyway that it's Liam MacArthur. Boston Webber, you can see on your screen, was a super sub last season. 14 of his 20 appearances off the bench. Dudley will the ball about 20 metres forward of where it was played out by Miyazawa. And we still are waiting for the go-ahead from the referee. It's MacArthur, he's actually still down. Whatever happened in back play was really quite severe, and we still have this break in play coming up next week for these two sides. Friday night, Penn Power will head up the highway and take on Sunshine Coast Wanderers at Ballinger Park, while for Rochedale, they're at home against Broadbeach. And then the following weekend, those two opponents will flip. Penn Power heading down to take on Broadbeach. And Rochedale heading up to face Sunshine Coast Wanderers. And have the quarter-final round, which both the sides would like to feature in. Perhaps only one will, though. Because with the way it's working, my understanding is it's the 6 group winners and the 2 best second place teams. And then, for the weekend, it's the opening round of the NPL competition. Rochedale at home against Wolves. Penn Power at home against East. Boy, is that going to be a fun competition this year. But for now, let's see how this contest comes to an end. Miyazawa, switch of play over for Latinovic, for Gibbs in the box. And that would have been the icing on the cake for Penn Power. 95.5 minutes played. Surely too much time to be added on. This is the last chance for Rochedale. Back, and the foul for the shoulder from Latinovic to Vollenhoven. And this, there we go. Vollenhoven placed the ball in the wrong spot, as maybe playing with 10 players actually. They are, so MacArthur was unable to continue. So it's the 10 men of Rochedale, and that last chance amounts to nothing, and that will do it. A win to start 2026 for Peninsula Power. 2-1 over Rochedale Rovers. Owen Ashton for Rochedale opened the scoring in the 34th minute for Ethan Kovac just before halftime, and then Nia Joseph pouncing on the rebound to give Penn Power all 3 points. That is how we're going to leave it from AJ Kelly Park. Final score for the final time: Rochedale 1, Penn Power 2. I'm James Coughlin. Thank you very much for your company. Good night.